Hello everyone, my name is Josh, I'm an award-winning video editor, and today I'm reacting to Harmless, Hate Me. I've actually never heard this artist before. I've never even heard of this artist, so don't kill me, internet. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this. The only thing I know is that this video is much different than any of the other videos I've reacted to in the past. So, and I heard it was good. So, hey, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, the chord progression I can hear already is I freaking love it. This reminds me of waking up at like 2 a.m. at a friend's house, and there's just the loop going on of the DVD that you put in the night before you, like when you fell asleep. Yeah, this is awesome intro. I mean, it's perfect. It's just like a DVD intro. Holy crap. Oh man, this must have taken a minute. Or a couple 100,000 of those. So right now, I'll dig into the story for a second, but I want to appreciate the time and effort it took to create this video. So right here, obviously we have a hand-drawn animated video. The artists, or yeah, it had to have been artists. They did a phenomenal job. This artistic style is amazing, and we have some of this grain. So what it kind of reminds me of is CEL or Cell animation, which Disney actually used a lot of it back in, you know, early animated movies and stuff, where essentially you take this transparent cell and you kind of outline just one of the frames or one of the animated pieces, and then you trace it with like a thicker, you know, marker or something, then you paint it, and then you let it dry, and then you like, it's just an insane process. The background doesn't change a lot, but they kind of extend the background, and therefore any camera movements or anything like that, you don't need to change the background as you animate. It's mostly just the layering of the subjects. So right here, we probably have, I don't know, we have the layering of this grain, the cell grain right here, and then we have the layering of kind of the smoke going up, and then we also probably have another layer of either the truck or heck, even the bridge if it's going to move. But yeah, I think, man, that's all I can say. This is crazy. They're making a movie. Hey, I like that. That is awesome. First of all, the song is so unique. I'm a fan. I like it. I love this style. It is much different, and I'm a fan. Get ready to love, hate me. That's pretty funny. There's a ton of different ways that you can kind of achieve this, especially nowadays with it being so, you know, modern when it comes to animation. You know, most of it, obviously, you know, is on a computer purely. When you try to achieve this style, there's, instead of going the classic Disney route, like I had said earlier, there's actually a lot of things to expedite this process. So you can actually use a lot of different software, such as Toon Boom, Moho Pro, I think is what one is called. And that's, I believe, I just know that because I heard for beginners and stuff. So again, this is kind of out of my wheelhouse, but I have done like character animation before and stuff like that. So this is very unique, but I'm definitely not a pro when it comes to drawing, though. I'll say that much. You can even take, you know, the images that you draw or, you know, paint or anything like that, and you can actually put them in After Effects and composite them that way. And you know, and when I say composite, that means, you know, combining two layered images and creating them as one, essentially, just, you know, long story short. So, but yeah, in After Effects, you could do something like that and just animate the frames that way. So, I would venture to say that they did something similar to that, because that would just expedite everything. It would take a lot longer the other way. Ooh, yeah. Wow, this is actually kind of showing a lot of the behind the scenes of making a movie. So it looks like here this guy's doing a lot of the prosthetic makeup, which in my opinion takes so much work and time and creativity. And usually this is actually how you do it. You model it on something first before you proceed to put it on someone. But yeah, this is really, really cool. I wonder what this what that's going to be. I'm interested. But it is also very interesting that the model here is actually Harmless singing. I noticed its lips are moving, so like that could be some symbolism there. Very, very interesting. So usually when you have so many layers like this and so many things animating and all of that, you want something that's called a dope sheet. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And that kind of breaks down for the animating portion of what is going to be animating at every frame, you know? So like if these, I think these, yeah, see, for instance, these bubbles, with, you know, if we're going for 24 frames, these bubbles are going to be animating every frame. You know, that's kind of what it looks like. And then with like movements and stuff, it might be every other frame, or, you know, there's the whole dope sheet. Whenever the animator goes into it, they can reference that and be able to see when do I need to move this next frame for each layer. So one of those is essential to to making something like this for sure. There's that cell grain again that I'm talking about going all over this. So they're animating that grain. It almost kind of represents a film grain. And so when you have that kind of style, yeah, you're animating that probably every frame or every other frame a little bit faster to create that look. So it's cool. Spotlights on him. So again, here we go again. The animation for this guy in particular, I'm pretty sure this is like resembles Harmless, but you can tell that the movements are much smoother when he's moving, and that just means that he's being animated every frame. And so if you rewatch this, you can actually tell his movements are smoother when it comes to that. So this is incredible. Shout out to you, like animators and artists that were involved in this. This is beautiful. Hey, there we go. All right. We're in a animation software here. So, oh boy, I can talk forever about this stuff right here. So right here down on the ground, we have this plane. And so it's supposed to actually reference the ground and where it's going to be. So when animating, you kind of know where that's at. And then we have this whole rig set up right here, which is really cool to see. Right here, the long blue lines are supposed to represent bones, quote unquote. Usually, you know, obviously this is the skeletal mesh of it. It's not the, you know, external portion of animation. So with this, you know, everything is just linked to the bones. And then we have these purple points, which I'll just say are kind of pivot points. So for instance, right here, we have this one at the very end. That would be either a hand or wrist, actually. I think probably wrist, because when animating, obviously, in real life, really, if you move your hand, it stays with your wrist. So you put a pivot point there in animation, and it always stays right there where that pivot point is when moving the hand. So that's the same with the elbow. The neck is an important one, and you know, all of that. So there is lots of different programs that make it easy for animation when it comes to character animation like this. And so essentially you would just move a pivot point and move the bone down or up or something like that gives it that natural movement. And then click on the exterior and boom, you got some animation. So a lot harder than what I explained, but that's kind of the gist of it. So kind of like an interview look. There you go. This is really cool too. Man, this is going to be like a super long video if I continue on with all these behind the scenes. We got a mocap suit, motion capture. And so I'm sure people that have seen any behind the scenes for any movies or anything like that, they've seen something similar to this. I'm just really not diving super deep into this because it's going to be a long one if I do. But it captures his movements onto the skeletal mesh that we have right here on screen. So this song is a freaking jam. Oh, crashed. This kind of reminds me of something, like a specific movie. I think they might be referencing things that have happened in the movie industry, maybe. So obviously we have this blue screen here. If you've seen any of my videos in the past, I talk about blue screen and how a lot of the times we like to use blue screen over green screen when the light actually shines on the blue screen, and if there is any light spill, then it's a lot easier to color correct, and you know, it's also a lot easier to just key out somebody, especially when they're wearing these colors. It's very easy to key someone out in that case. But this is unique. I'm really liking this. And then he's growing older while he's doing it or something. It's like a DVD screen. Oh, it almost hit the corner. Oh, please hit the corner. Oh, please do it. Please do it. Oh, of course they would end it on that. What? No, you have to let it hit the corner. Oh, I'm dying. Yeah, this is incredible. This was especially done by that few people. Like that's really cool. Wow. So everyone, that was my reaction to Hate Me by Harmless, and 2 thumbs up. Like, holy freaking crap, this was insane. Like, the amount of time it had to have taken to make something like this just blows my mind. I wish I could draw. This makes me wish I could draw. So loved multiple things about this. Number one, the song, loved it. So different, and I was a huge fan of it. Thought it was a jam. 2, obviously this animation style, it's so different than what I'm normally reacting to, so huge props. And then 3, I loved how it went behind the scenes of making movies. So across the board, huge fan. Absolutely love it. So hey, thank you guys for tuning in so much, and until next time.